We're going for a type of rock and roll that the five of us really enjoy. It's heavy, it's mellow, it's hooky, it's poppy, it's dark. It's a lot different than live. It's a lot different than Candlebox. Chad, and Pat were previously in a band called Live. The opportunity for them to make music again like they did when they were kids was very enticing. So when they called me and said, would you be interested in doing this? You know, I had been talking to Chad for years about doing a side project, Chad Taylor. And I said, well, yeah, when do you want me to fly out? Chad Taylor's very good at the business side of things, and as is Chad Gracie. I mean, the two of them have handled the whole putting together of this project, the funding for the album. And then there's Patrick Dahlheimer, who really just an all-around talent at focusing the band and kind of keeping everyone on the right path. And he's a very good balance, a very mellow person. So for me, stepping into this was a dream. I met Sean in Los Angeles. I was at this studio called Can-Am. I was doing my solo project, The High Watts. Sean was the runner, and he would play our guitars. We'd hear him playing our acoustics in the hallway. We were having trouble getting a solo on this one particular blues song, and Kelly Gray said, why don't you get that kid in here and see what he can do? Which it was terrible, because Sean's not, I don't think, was prepared or had any idea that we were going to do that. But the great thing about it was that there was no fear, and he jumped into it and grabbed the guitar and just gave it a shot. Didn't even know the song, and that's how I met Sean. So he's been with me now for 7 years. We were rehearsing in Lancaster back in August, and we were writing some songs. And Chad said, I really don't want to play solos. I'm not that kind of player. What do we do? And I said, well, the kid who plays with me, Sean, is unbelievable, and he would jump at the opportunity to play in this band, and he would thrive at it. And I put him on the phone with Chad, and Chad said, this and that and this and that. And Sean just said to him, look, I can fucking play guitar. So he flew out the next morning and was rehearsing with us. With The Gracious Few, it's so much more about the unit as a whole. For me to go through this process, the ups and downs of finding the funding to make the record, picking the producer, picking the engineer, getting to Sausalito, living in and out of houseboats, and in a house up in the hills, and babies and dogs, and studios and beer and Oban 14, and all these things. It's been incredibly exciting, and the music is fucking unreal.